Hello, everybody, and I didn't have a chance to teach on Monday about Rosh Chodesh, so I just want to make sure that I'm sharing a few words about the wonderful month of Shvat that is coming. The name of the month by astrology is called the month of Aquarius, and by the Jewish people who gave actually the name of every month and the name of every sign of the zodiac, it was called Shvat. Now, Shvat can be translated as like Shevet, like you hit the cow or the horse or the bull in the old days when you want them to move forward. So it's a little stick. And Shvat can be translated as Kochav Shavit, like the shooting star that we see, it's Shavit. And Shvat also can be translated as Shevet. Shevet means as a togetherness, as a unity among people. I know that a lot of people familiar with the word of Age of Aquarius, that we are in it right now. What is the whole idea of Shvat? Well, people who are born in the month of Shvat love one word: freedom. Sometimes they're so addicted to freedom that it's become the biggest prison, because it's very difficult for them to stay in a relationship. Most people who are born in Aquarius usually get divorced, men, women. And why is that? Because it's very difficult for them just to love one person. They have that need to love everything and everybody. And they have a very difficult time with rules, because rules limited them. So when you limited the person, they have a very difficult time to be who they can be. Sometimes in our world, after the Tzimtzum, after what the Kabbalists call the contraction meaning everything was contract. In the beginning, in the endless light, in the beginning of time, nothing was limited. But Hashem, the Creator, want to make sure that He creates a certain boundary, limitation, so we can climb step by step until we become like the Creator, act like the Creator, being kind like the Creator, be more forgiving like the Creator. That's basically the whole idea of true freedom. But unfortunately, sometimes people get accustomed to the idea of freedom, that I can do whatever I want. True freedom that means when I control whatever I wanted to do in that moment. I can control my anger, I can control my temptation, my lust, or other things. So a person needs to climb into that level when you can get the true freedom. As we understand, so the month of Shvat, we're dealing with the letter Tzadik and Bet. And Bet's corresponding to Shabtai, to basically the planet Shabtai, which is in English called Saturn. And Tzadik, the letter Tzadik, is related to the Chodesh Shvat. So why we have to think about the month and the ruler, the planet that rule that month? Because they're corresponding to one another. You have that they work together. And now when you look at the letter Tzadik from the letter point of view, and you can study more about it in the Zohar, the letter Tzadik, the way it's supposed to be written in the correct way, is Nun, and the Yud is going to the other direction, what we call Achor Be'achor. Achor Be'achor. Achor Be'achor meaning back to back. Now, what is the significance of understanding the concept of back to back? The whole idea of back to back in any concept, it's meaning time of avodah, time that you work on yourself. Because back to back meaning you don't see the face, you don't see the purpose, you don't see why there is good about it. So you have to worship the Creator, you have to worship God without a full understanding of why is that happening to you. And it seems injustice a little bit. But in fact, there is no injustice in it. It's just a build up so you can do panim bepanim. When is the Yud of the Tzaddik will be facing the Nun, or toward the Nun, what we call Panim Be'achor? It will be in the time of coming of the Messiah. What does the coming of the Messiah mean? Meaning that we can worship God with love. Why do we worship God with love? Because we will be able to see all the cause and effect. In the month of Shvat, we are given, this is the gift of this month, we are giving the idea that whatever Achor Be'achor, whatever seemed to us not fair, whatever seemed to us painful. It's actually to build it that eventually we can do panim bepanim. And that's what the letter Bet for Shabtai is a very powerful letter. It's the letter that starts the book of the Torah, Bereshit, Bet, which is bringing us the bracha. So together we have Tzadik and Bet that control this month. When we look at the combination of the Yud Ke Vav Ke, we see that the A and A are distant from each other. Now everything that starts with A, usually it starts with the female aspect, which is considered judgment. Everything in the male aspect considered mercy. Like Zeranpin is mercy, Malchut is judgment. So the idea of this month start with A and end up with A to show us that there is two different A. There is A of Bidah, which is A of mercy, and the lower A, when I say A, I hope you understand, is the fifth Hebrew letter. So the lower A is significant, the manifestation. So what is it teaching us? What is it telling us about the month? In this month, there is mercy available, but it has to go to Yud and Vav. What is the Yud and Vav has to do with us? Yud and Vav is the Scharim, is the male aspect. What does the male aspect do? It's like creating a child. You need to share. By sharing, by thinking of giving, by getting out of the egoism in this month, we will manifest the lower A, which is Malchut, which is manifestation. Now, from the point of Aquarius, those of you who want to know, I'm married to Aquarius, my son is Aquarius, my daughter, my husband. Aquarius need freedom, and they will have a very difficult time to listen to a different instruction. But in the end of the day, they are beautiful people because they care about the world. They make the world a better place to be. And that's what they do. The only thing that they have to work on is not to be addicted to freedom, addicted to do whatever I want, because do whatever you want is not freedom, it's egoism. Let go of whatever you want, that's a true freedom, and that's altruism. So if we summarize this month, you can tap to this month, remember the letter Tzadik. You know, you may feel things not working your way. It's always, and if you will understand it, maybe that's the right word. If you'll understand whatever seems not to work your way, it's actually helping you, then the tzaddik can turn around and have that energy that you need. I want to wish you a Chodesh Tov, Chodesh Shvat Ne'edar, and Bezrat Hashem, all the Jewish people that have been kidnapped in Gaza by those evil people will come back to their family, and Bezrat Hashem also whatever the people tried to judge the land of Israel that went out there, rape, kidnap, and killing. I hope the opinion of the world will see really the Jewish state and the Jewish people for who they are, and they start to recognize how can we love them, how can we support them, not how can we hurt them while they mourn their children, while their own kids has been kidnapped in Gaza. Please support us, continue to support us so we can help more people. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful month of Shvat. Thank you.